Hello guys and welcome to MotorBeam. The motorcycles you see right next to me are nothing else but the Pulsar NSS, but there is a major update that has happened. You get USD forks as standard on both the motorcycles. Now that is a definite change, but let's find out which motorcycles are better in terms of comparison. So let's compare both these motorcycles with the Apache Extreme and find out which one is a better pick for your purpose. Let's go. So in today's video, we'll compare the Apache 200 against the Pulsar NS200 because yes, the Pulsar now gets better equipment. But then again, to bring the twist, I have the Yamaha FZS, the 25 as well. Because these three motorcycles come in the price bracket of 1.47 lakhs to 1.52 lakhs, and that's about it, which makes them proper competitors to each other. If you are in the market, you will definitely consider these three motorcycles. But then again, if you're looking for looks and if you're looking for something that has legacy, if you are looking for something that has the best equipment on offer, you've got two good options now. Because the Apache was one of the first motorcycles to get adjustable suspension in the front. You could get adjustable front forks as well as the rear suspension was adjustable, so you can make the motorcycle the way you like it. Now that thing is not there in the Pulsar. It is not adjustable, but you get USD forks, making the dynamics even better. We were already a fan of the perimeter frame that the Bajaj gets, but we were not as happy when the front used to lose out or it did not have as much control as the Apache did, and hence we always pick the Apache for the dynamics. But after the update of the USD forks, the front feels so solid that the moment you lean into a corner, you get so much grip. There is so much handlebar feedback that the NS200 feels like home on a track. The tires are still the same, however the alloys for the NS have become 1 kg lighter, and in comparison, if you compare the Apache 200 right next to the NS200, you will find a lot of similarities in terms of dynamics because both the motorcycles respond in a very sharp manner. However, there is a big thing to discuss. If you are a tall guy, if you are a heighted guy, or if you are someone above 5 feet 6 inches, you will actually like the NS200 more than compared to the Apache, because Apache has a little cramped posture, and because of that, if you are any lower than 5'7", 5'6", you will appreciate the Apache's accessibility because the handlebar is closer, and the moment you try to enjoy the motorcycle, it does not fight with you. Same case happens with the FZ-25. FZ-25 is a proper highway muncher, but the moment you tip it into corners or try to push it, it is not as happy as you think it would be. Now if you compare the numbers, the Apache 200 has the least amount of torque of just 70 Newton meters. A little more at 80 Newton meters, it is the Pulsar, but a bit more at 20 Newton meters, it is the FZ-25, and hence FZ-25 makes a proper engine for touring. Although it is said that it is an air-cooled motor, it gets a small oil cooler, but that's about it. The Apache 200 gets a proper oil-cooled unit. However, the Pulsar is the only motorcycle here to get liquid cooling, and it did almost a decade back. The same technology has been used over here, and hence it produces the most amount of power, 24.5 PS, without having any problems at all. And if you consider the power to weight ratio in the complete Pulsar lineup, the NS200 has the best power to weight ratio because it is the lightest, producing the maximum power possible. Now in comparison to the Apache and the FZ, Apache and FZ are very similar at 20.5 bhp, but then again the FZ is a little heavy, hence the torque comes in handy. However, the power delivery for the Apache as well as the Pulsar is continuous and above 7000 rpm, making it rev happy all the time. If you want a calm, simple, yet a no-nonsense engine, then the FZ-25 is the one to pick. But then again, if you want something that's rev happy, you just want to push the engine, you want to enjoy the nuts out of it, pick the Apache or the Pulsar. Pulsar also has an advantage of having 6 gears, however the FZ-25 as well as the Apache get only 5 gears. In comparison to the weight, the Apache is the lightest over here at 152 kgs. Add 2 more kgs and that is the FZ-25 at 154. When I told you that the Pulsar lost some weight, but it is still the heaviest over here at 158 kgs. But then again, since you get so much power, you get to enjoy it very well. Apache still has the best ground clearance at 180 mm. However, if you consider the mileage as well, Apache is still the best, returning close to 45 kilometers per liter, the maximum number. However, if you compare this with the FZ, it is similar at 44-45, and the Pulsar returns a little less considering it's a rev happy engine, and that's where you will enjoy the most. It returns close to 38 to 42 kilometers per liter. If you are looking for a motorcycle in this category to go touring, then the FZ becomes the perfect pick over here because of the fuel tank capacity too. You get almost 14 liters of fuel tank, while the other two motorcycles get only 12 liters. Plus the mileage advantage always comes to help. With the USD forks on the NS and the adjustable suspension on the Apache, things become very sporty and very attractive, very aggressive over here. But if you're looking for something that's complete comfort and no nonsense, again, when I mention this, it is the FZ-25 because it gets the widest seat. All the three motorcycles get a split seat setup, but the FZ is the most comfortable. With the update, the Pulsar also gets dual channel ABS, which has made it much more confidence inspiring, and hence you will actually like the brakes of the Pulsar as well as the Apache, because I have been always saying this, that the Apache always got dual channel ABS as standard or an option of the single channel, but then the brake had amazing feedback, and a similar feedback can be experienced on the NS, although not the best, because in between fits the FZ-25, because Apache comes the first, FZ-25 comes second, and Pulsar comes third in terms of braking performance. Now, at the end of the day, if you are considering any one of these three motorcycles, let me be clear that if you want a sporty motorcycle, consider the Apache or the Pulsar, because these are very, very sporty. The FZ-25 is a lot more comfortable and made towards touring. So if you don't want anything that's touring, keep the FZ-25 aside. Both the Apache and the Pulsar are dynamically strong, both are having a lot of capabilities, but then again, if you are too short, you will like the Apache more because it is a cram motorcycle, it is a short motorcycle. However, if you are any above 5'6", 5'7", please don't go for the Apache, because you will feel a lot cramped and that will not be comfortable at all. For that, the Pulsar makes up for it, and with the update, yes, it is a good pick now. Although I would like to mention that Bajaj did not include LED headlights or LED indicators as standard or even as an accessory. That is something that is left out. It does feel a bit dated, but then again, if you like the design, if you like the styling, Pulsar is nice. Second comes the Apache, as it's my personal preference, and then comes the FZ-25. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.